bunch of good clothes. So I was buying a bunch of clothes for resale to sell in my eBay shop. And then I go, ooh, because I'm always looking out for everything for my mixed media, for my eBay business. I'm always looking out for stuff all the time. And I go, oh, how much do you want for the magazines over there? She goes, you can just take those. Please. I go, okay. I thought I hit the damn jackpot. You would have thought I won $1 million. To me, that's being rich. Finding a bunch of free magazines. Nothing made me happier. I was like, oh, yes, please. Thank you. So, yeah, I got like a stack. Like, I probably got 20 magazines for free. I was so excited. And then I found another good magazine. The last time I went to Pismo Beach, we go to Pismo Beach, California, a couple of times a year. And last time I went, their magazines were, let me get it right, 10 cents. I said, how much are your magazines? She goes, we're trying to, you know, not get rid of them, but we're trying to, you know, reduce our selection here because we have so many. And she goes, they're 10 cents. I was like, oh, I couldn't buy enough. Again, I probably bought 20, 30 magazines. So just keep your eyes open and you'll run into those situations, either for free or dirt cheap. People are always trying to get rid of their magazines because they're piling up in their house, they're piling up in their thrift stores. So just keep your eyes open. I'm looking for some Asian newspaper here. Just a second. Oh, this is interesting. I'll put this here. I also like to use receipts. Isn't that cool? This is a Dollar Tree receipt. We're going to use that. I said you can use anything in your mixed media. There we go. There's a Dollar Tree receipt. Cool, huh? And we'll throw in a Dollar Tree receipt right there. Something interesting to break things up and add interest. And I want to add a little Asian newspaper in here. Where the heck? Oh, here's some. Let's put that right there. Okay, so let's now go on to the last page here. We only have one pocket here, so just keep that in mind. So when we decorate up to the top here and then here, okay? And not to glue our pockets together. All right, so let's do this last one. All right, let's put some glue down. We'll first do this pocket. This is a good day. I'm so excited. After this, I'm giving myself some knitting time. I'm going to give myself some spinning time. I'm trying to do that tour de fleece, which what that means is it's just anybody who spins yarn. You just make a commitment to how much you want to spend, and then you just post pictures on Facebook, Instagram. Different people have tour de fleeces, and I joined this one, so I still need to post my pictures. So I'm trying to have the goal of spinning an hour a day. I haven't quite mastered that, but oh well. At least I'm getting on my spinning wheel more. So, and that's what I wanted to do. And I don't spin like worsted or DK weight or lightweight yarns. I spin art yarn. That means you can spin all kinds of things. God, every word just left my damn brain. You can spin locks, which is like sheep's locks. You can spin like bats of wool. I spin that. I spin ribbon into it. I do all kinds of techniques where I make knots and I make coils, and it's just really fun. I have some videos on it, and I'll try to do a new video on spinning my art yarn because I haven't done that in a while. I made a video on it. But I definitely want to get some good knitting time in because I have a boho cardigan that I'm working on and it's almost finished. So I'm excited to finish it. There we go. Hopefully I am in frame right now. I think I am. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, cool. Let's break this music notes up and add a little bit of book pages here. There we go. Let's add a little Asian newspaper. Oh, I'll add this too. I'll add a little bit there. I'll add a little bit of this right there. This right here is really cool. Olivia Hernandez, hey girl, she sent me some tags, which we're going to use these tags in the pockets. So she sent me some of these tags. See the tags in the back? And these are on the tags. I think they were luggage tags. No, they're not luggage, but anyway, doesn't matter. So I ripped them off. I thought, oh, this would be great for my mixed media. This would be great to use as making mixed media tags. So anyway. So let's go to the top here. Let me bring this down, bring that stuff over. I love collecting stuff for my mixed media backgrounds. I mean, you have to be careful because you're going to get too much, like I have, way too much. But, oh well. The more interesting stuff you collect, though, for your mixed media backgrounds, the more interesting they're going to be. But make sure you don't get too crazy, because then you just have stuff piled around your craft room. Make sure you have a place to organize it all. So as long as I have it organized, I can get more. That's how I look at it. When it's not organized and it's junking up my craft room, that's when I need to be like, girl, you need to calm down, organize your crap, and realize what you have. And believe me, I have to tell myself to calm down all the time because this is stuff in life that gets me excited. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so we're going to put this receipt here, which I think is just cool. One thing that would make this even more cool is if it would have been coffee dyed or tea dyed. I will coffee dye some of these. The paper and the tag, which look really cool. Okay. I have a really nice big piece of some Asian newspaper here. Let's put that in. I mean, how cool is that? An Asian newspaper right next to this like little tag. It's cool. Make sure that we're not glued down. I'm checking my pockets over here on that first one to make sure nothing's glued, the pockets aren't glued down. They're all good. We are good to go. Okay. We'll put some more of this right here. All right, we'll put this right here. Okay. And we'll put some book page right here. All right, what else we got? This beautiful stuff here. I stick a little bit into the pocket and then bring it out. And then when it's all dry, that little bit that's in the pocket that's not really attached, you can just rip it out. Just a second, please. I'm just ripping out some Asian writing. We're going to put that right here. Also, right here in the right where it folds at, where everything's supposed to fold together, don't glue stuff right in the folds. When we get to the painting part, where we paint and we use stencils and stuff like that, or stamp, you can stamp and paint right in here and bring everything together. But don't put collage bits there. It'll make it harder to, you know, of course, to glue everything, or to glue everything, to close everything. Another thing, there's something else I was gonna tell you. Oh, once this dries, I would take your clamps, fold it how it's supposed to be folded together, and clamp it so that you can flatten this back out, because it's gonna start wanting to buckle and stuff. So I get clamps from like a Home Depot, Harbor Freight. I think that's why I bought a bunch of them at Harbor Freight. Anyway, you can usually get a bag of them, and then clamp it all down together on all 4 or 5 sides, on all 4 sides or 3 sides, and then it'll flatten it out really nice. Okay, with these. If you don't have these, you could probably use clothesline clips, and that would probably work. So, but the best thing are those clamps. Clothespins. You can use clothespins probably too. I think that's what I used to use before I had a bunch of clamps. But eventually get yourself some clamps, because it really will hold your book. It'll really hold this all down and flatten everything out. And things flatten out more and more as you keep building on top of things. The weight just weights all this down, and it just ends up straightening itself out anyway. So okay, so we are, if you get any wrinkles, I welcome wrinkles. Just glue them down. But I love wrinkles because it adds texture. This is mixed media. You don't got to worry about none of that kind of crap. Welcome anything. If some paint flops onto something, that just adds to it. It's all good. It's all good in the hood and mixed media. Okay, guys. Let me check and make sure everybody's still there on my camera. Make sure what you guys are seeing. Okay, so this is where we're at. So we have this section here, which we just finished. Okay. Then we have the middle section here. Look how cool that looks already. And then we have this here. Okay. And I checked all my pockets and everything is free. See, nothing's being glued together. We are all good on the pockets. Let me check this one over here. Yeah, we're all good in the hood with the pockets, thank goodness. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. When we come back, Oh, wait a minute, you guys. I have more layers. What am I doing? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're not anywhere near done. I am completely tripping. Okay. I almost skipped some major steps. Look at all this we have to still do. Oh my God, Angela, what are you doing? Okay, head up, you know what? There's so many steps when I do stuff like this, so. All right. Continuing on, Angela had a brain fart. Okay. What we're gonna do for the next 10 minutes, and then another video will start. Just go to the next one. What we need to take colored scrapbook paper. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going to take scrapbook paper. And what I wish I would have done if I wouldn't have had a brain fart was do this right afterwards. Because then this would have still been nice and sticky. Anyway. Sometimes your head just is up your butt. For a better lack of words. So anyway, let's just continue on. So right now we're using scrapbook paper. So this is layer number 2. Layer number 3 will be napkins. Okay. We'll work all of this at the same time. So this is just all scrapbook paper that I have. That's another thing. Start using your scrapbook paper because, and I know you're feeling like, oh, I'm just ripping it up. At least you're using it and you're making something beautiful out of it. Otherwise, a lot of times, especially if you're doing mixed media, your scrapbook paper is just sitting there. And I know it's ready for a junk journal. It's ready for cards that you're not making. So you might as well rip it up and use it in your mixed media. I'm even ripping up my Tim Holtz. I've used my Tim Holtz and stuff too. I love my Tim Holtz paper. Okay. This is, talking about Tim Holtz, this is a Tim Holtz watch face. Vintage. Is that cool or what? Love that. We'll put that right there. Love it. Okay. Love this paper right here. It's a bunch of stamps, which I think is just fabulous. Put that right here. Take some of that and put that up here. Fabulous. We'll take some of this. Right here. So cool. And this is some other cool paper. Aren't these papers just cool? Love it. And we'll put this like right there. And all of this just makes you use your scrapbook paper. At least you're using it in some way. Otherwise, the crap is just sitting there all the time, you know? And still, you're still going to see your beautiful scrapbook paper. It's just going to be in mixed media. Okay, so make sure that inside your pocket, they're not getting glued. All right, so we did that with now all of the scrapbook paper, right? It's all vintagey scrapbook paper because we're doing vintage style, right? Next, we're going to do some napkins. That's very vintagey. We're going to put that down. Right there. And what's cool about napkins is you can just go right over everything you've done and you don't have to worry about it because you can see through the napkin. Love this napkin right here. Very vintage. Let me look at my time situation. Perfect. Go right over that. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't this gorgeous? Love it. Okay. I have this little bit of napkin here I'm going to put right there. I have this little bit of napkin we're going to put right here. Okay. We'll put this little bit of napkin right there. Okay. Next, we have this napkin, which I think is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? They have this napkin at the Dollar Tree. Can you believe that? Yes, ma'am. I heard this girl say that. Yes, ma'am. She's from like down south. I was like, I like that. It sounds so funny. She always says it. Yes, ma'am. She does a lot of Dollar Tree hauls. I forgot her name. Thrifty Tiffany. She always says that. Yes, ma'am. When she likes something. That was cute. Okay, so this beautiful napkin is just going down everywhere, which I just think is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. And on this very top one, I'm not going to worry about putting anything else up there because it's such a small space. I just wanted something there for the background, but I'm not going to worry about putting anything else up there. Okay. Just a second. I got so much glue on my hands. I got to get a baby wipe and get some of this glue off my hands so I can work. Okay, now the last thing we're going to put on all of this, on this section, is this. And I absolutely love it. This stuff right here is... It's between, I always say it's between a dryer sheet and pattern paper. Or it's between a dryer sheet and a napkin. And it comes on rolls and you get it from Daiso. Is that fabulous? Look how vintage that is. Okay. This stuff is everything. It glues down just like a napkin does. You can see through it just like a napkin. So you can see all the layers beneath it. That's what's so magical about it. I love it. It rips apart by hand pretty easily. See? Love this stuff. I bought it in black and brown. This is the brown one. And the only thing I'm sorry about is I didn't buy more. And the thing about it is I don't know if I'll ever find it again because Daiso, not all Daisos are the same. And my husband was he was at a business meeting, and there was a Daiso next to where we had his business meeting in California. So it's not an area in California that we go back all the time, so I can't go back to that exact Daiso. So anyway, we're gonna have we're gonna go into California here in a few weeks, so hopefully, hopefully I can find the Daiso that there'll be a Daiso, because there's always a Daiso in California wherever I go, whether it's northern, southern. Usually I can find one. Hopefully I can find this kind of, they call it wrapping paper. We'll just call it that, but it's not really wrapping paper. And if I do, I will buy tons. I'll buy a ton so that when I do giveaways, I can give people, you know, a lot of it. A nice, you know, nice size sheet, like a half a yard size. Do I want that to go there? Let's just do it. Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am. I love when Thrifty Tiffany says that. So funny. So cute. Okay, so that's all. That's all the napkins we're going to do. And we will end this one here. And what we're going to do is when we come back, let me move this out of the way. When we come back, we will do that same process on these two pages. We'll do scrapbook paper on these, and we'll do napkins. Okay? So these two will be, that'll be the next 2 layers on these 2 pages. Okay. All right, you guys, that is it for now. I will talk to you guys in the 3rd video. If you have any questions, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you have any questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Come join our Facebook group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. You can come there, and if you're an artist, a crafter, a knitter, whatever you are, come and share your artwork with us. And that is it. I'll talk to you guys next one.